You know that feeling, right? When everything's just perfect and you just wish you could bottle it. Freeze that moment.
Mm-hmm. That desire for things to just stay. It's so deeply human.
Exactly. And it connects perfectly to the source material you brought in today, those excerpts on Anicca, the impermanence of being.
Right.
So today we're diving deep into this core idea from the Buddha's teachings, Anicca, impermanence.
Yeah, and it's maybe a bit more radical than people first think. It's not just, oh, things change.
Yeah.
It's more that there isn't really a solid thing there in the first place that can remain unchanged. Every moment is a fresh manifestation. Understanding that is where the real shift happens, moving from resisting change, which causes suffering, towards finding peace in the flow.
So that's the mission for this deep dive then.
Yeah.
To unpack how grasping this constant flux as Anicca isn't depressing, but actually
Liberating.
Moving beyond just noticing change to really getting this deeper truth. Okay, so let's start with the basics, but maybe the deeper basics.
Yeah.
What exactly is Anicca in this fuller sense?
Well, the definition is that all conditioned things, basically everything that arises based on causes and conditions, which is, well, everything we experience.
Right.
They are, without any exception, in a constant state of flux. But crucially, it's not like there's a solid object that then changes over time.
Ah, okay, so it's not like a statue slowly weathering.
No, it's more fundamental. There's no unchanging core, no solid statue to begin with. It's more like a process, a continuous unfolding of energy and consciousness, moment to moment to moment.
That's a big shift in perspective. So if there's no solid thing, what does that imply for, say, our sense of self? Or even just, the world around us?
It applies everywhere. I mean, think about it on a grand scale, galaxies forming and dissolving,
Sure.
or tiny scale subatomic particles popping in and out of existence. But also right here, right? Our bodies are constantly changing, cells dying and being replaced.
We don't feel like the same person we were 10 years ago, physically or sometimes mentally.
Exactly. And even moment to moment, your thoughts, where'd that last thought go? It's already gone. Your feelings, happiness, sadness, they arise, they stay for a bit, and they pass. Nothing is static, not for 2 consecutive moments, really.
You can definitely see that in everyday life, can't you? Like the seasons changing is an obvious one. Or even just a really intense moment of joy. You feel it so strongly, but then it fades. Or a sunset, beautiful but fleeting.
Yes. And you feel that little pang when it fades.
Yeah, definitely. A sense of loss almost.
That feeling, that ache, points us directly towards the connection between Anicca and, well, suffering or dukkha.
Right. So if this constant change is just how things are, why is it so hard for us? Why do we fight it tooth and nail?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? We suffer precisely because we crave permanence. We cling.
Cling to what, specifically?
To everything, really. Our health, we want it to last. Our youth definitely want that to last.
Tell me about it.
Our loved ones, our status, that great feeling we had yesterday. We grasp onto them, desperately wanting them to be fixed, permanent fixtures in our lives.
Even though deep down, we probably know they aren't.
Exactly. We're demanding something from reality that it simply cannot provide. It's inherently fluid.
And so, when the inevitable happens, when health fades or a relationship ends or that pleasant feeling disappears, that's when the suffering really hits. Loss, sorrow, disappointment.
Yes. The source material uses a great analogy. It's like building our house, our identity, our happiness on shifting sand.
Believing it's solid rock.
Right. Believing our job defines us forever, or this relationship is immutable. And then when the sand inevitably shifts, because that's what sand does,
We feel totally lost, shaken to the core.
that's dukkha. And the Buddha's insight was seeing this direct link. Anicca, this impermanent nature of reality, is just what is. Our craving, our demand for permanence against that reality, that's the root of our suffering.
Wow. Okay. So accepting one helps let go of the other.
That's the key. It sounds paradoxical maybe, but true stability, real peace, actually comes from embracing the inherent instability of everything.
Okay, so intellectually I think I'm following, but how do we actually do that? How do we move from just, nodding along to actually feeling and accepting this in our gut, in our lives? What's the practice?
Well, mindfulness meditation is probably the most direct route.
How does that work, specifically for Anicca?
When you sit and just observe, say, your breath, you notice it's always changing. In, out, long, short. Or you watch thoughts come and go. Feelings arise. Intensity builds. Then they fade.
You're seeing it happen in real time.
Exactly. You're directly witnessing Anicca in your own experience. Pleasant feelings arise nice, but then they pass. Unpleasant feelings arise, but they also pass. It's not just a theory anymore. It becomes a lived reality.
And does this need to be formal meditation? Or can you bring this awareness into, like, washing the dishes?
Absolutely. Daily life is the main practice ground. Mindful eating is a great example. Really taste the food. Notice how the flavor changes, how it fades. Or looking at a flower, appreciate its beauty fully. But also just hold the awareness that, yeah, this beauty is temporary. The flower will wilt. It doesn't lessen the beauty now. It maybe even enhances it.
So it's about shifting the internal commentary.
Yes. A subtle but huge shift, moving from that instinct of, this is lovely, I need it to last forever, or this is awful, I need it to end now, towards
what?
Towards something like, this is arising now, it's beautiful, difficult, interesting, and like all things, it's transient. You're appreciating it or enduring it without adding that layer of desperate clinging or aversion.
You're not fighting reality anymore?
You're engaging with it as it is.
You know, hearing this, some might think it sounds a bit bleak. Or pessimistic, like nothing lasts. What's the point?
I get why it might sound that way at first, but the sources and the teaching itself emphasize that it's actually profoundly liberating.
How so? Liberating from what?
From the exhausting, futile struggle of trying to control the uncontrollable. Think of all the energy we pour into trying to prevent change, trying to hold on to things that are naturally flowing away.
Right, it's tiring.
When you understand and accept impermanence, you can let go of that fight. You stop banging your head against the wall of reality. That's huge freedom right there.
And does it change how we experience the good stuff?
Definitely. Because if you're not desperately trying to cling on to a pleasant moment, worrying about it ending.
You can actually just be in it more fully.
Precisely. You appreciate it more deeply because you know it won't last forever. It encourages you to savor the now, to really engage with life as it unfolds, rather than constantly wishing it was different or fearing its change.
That makes sense. Embracing the isness of the moment.
And there's another really powerful aspect, especially when things are tough.
Which is?
If you truly understand that all things are subject to change, that means your suffering, your pain, your difficult situation, it's also impermanent.
Okay. So even the bad stuff won't last forever.
Right. The pain you feel now will also pass. This isn't wishful thinking. It's based on the same fundamental principle. And knowing that cultivates incredible resilience. Hope, even.
So it's not pessimism at all. It's actually a foundation for resilience and peace.
Exactly. It's a deep practical wisdom. Anicca is really the bedrock understanding that allows us to navigate life with maybe more grace, definitely less fear, and ultimately greater peace.
Wow. This deep dive really reframed Anicca for me. It's gone from, like you said, just things change, to this incredibly powerful, liberating truth. Embracing impermanence genuinely seems like it could transform your whole relationship with life, with suffering, and just help you move through your day with a bit more ease.
It really can. It offers maybe a kind of shortcut to a much more peaceful perspective. It's not about giving up. It's about engaging with life intelligently, aligned with how things actually are.
Well, as we wrap up, here's something for you, our listener, to maybe mull over. If everything you know, everything you experience, is truly in this constant state of flux, constantly changing, what does that freedom from permanence allow you to perhaps create, or maybe even let go of, starting today?